we're not talking specifically broadly gaming or anything. We're actually just talking about Macau.
Yes.
Now, that being said, you're talking about largest gambling mecca on planet Earth. I mean, it's what were you saying? Even after the drop that they've experienced in the
Even
last
now,
2 years,
it's multiples the size of Las Vegas, the Strip.
Right.
And, as much as within the U.S., I think a lot of people, when you think of, excuse me,
Well, it's very easy to go to Vegas and get just a sensory overload and multiply that by 5, and that's Macau.
Or 7, exactly. So, definitely a gambling paradise. Very, very, it's definitely a place where people generally beforehand, especially now, they've begun this shift, right? Where the Chinese government has basically said, you need to diversify your economy a little bit and bring in more family entertainment, things along those lines. Previously it was very much so a gambling focused economy and market.
So how much money trades hands in Macau? Did you come across that at all?
Sure. So just to give listeners a little bit of context, we know that since about June 2014, Macau has struggled, and that was after 10 plus years of incredible growth. I think it's Macau surpassed Vegas as the largest gambling, call it enclave
market or whatever,
market in about 2007, and then the growth just kept ramping up until 2014, and then there was the government kind of crackdown on corruption and luxury spending, which have sent the market. I think it's 22 straight months now. There have been year-over-year declines in gaming revenue in Macau.
Wow. So
to give you an idea, 2010. The overall total gaming revenue was about 188.3 billion Macanese patakas. Exchange rate's about 8 patakas to $1. So that's about $23.5 billion. 2013 it peaked at about 45 billion. And in 2015, it's fallen back down to about $29 billion. So you can see how significant the amount that they've lost in terms of gaming revenue in the past 2 years is far more than the Vegas season entire year, just how much they've lost.
Right. So, you've never been, have you? I went to Hong Kong when I was in China in 2009. You've never been to Macau.
You're not too far across the water, but no, I was in Singapore where I was able to see the Marina Bay Sands and, what Las Vegas Sands has there. But unfortunately, I did not make it to Macau because that would have been an incredible experience. Even now, especially because, and this is another reason why I wanted to talk about Macau today, was there are some huge new luxury resorts coming up from several of the major players there, including MGM, Las Vegas Sands, who we will be talking about, Wynn Resorts, and others.
Yeah, no, and it was before we move on, I just wanted to. It was always interesting to me how Las Vegas was just this like desert stopover thing that just popped up after World War II, and of course the mafia got involved and all that good stuff. But Macau, I mean, it was designed by the People's Republic of China to be a gaming mecca, and it's just this island just south of the island of Hong Kong. It was actually trickier to get to because I had flirted with the idea of getting over there, but I think I would have had to show my passport again on the ferry and all this stuff. But in any case, it was always interesting to me how planned and clearly the purpose was to be this enormous mecca.
Well, yeah, the moment they lifted that monopoly on who could operate the casinos, the amount of foreign investment that went into the area, and
it was nuts.
Just like that, you have now what is still a massive market.
Did you come across? I wish I knew this off the top of my head. What are the biggest games there?
Well, of course, I actually have a little bit of breakdown I can share with you. As I gave you the total gaming numbers, but just to give you an idea, VIP Baccarat. So that we're talking about, the VIP clientele, so high net worth individuals, is still by far the biggest game, even though it's lost its share. So in 2010, it made up VIP Baccarat made up about 72% of total gaming revenue, but that share has fallen down to like 55% as of 2015. And again, that is going to have to do obviously with a bit of the crackdown that I mentioned earlier. But if you go down market slightly to normal, more mass market or premium mass market Baccarat, that was at about 18.5% in 2010, and its share has grown to about a third in 2015. So the game is still by far the most popular.
For sure, yeah.
Number 3 is actually slots, and it only has, as of 2015, about a 5% share of gaming revenue there. So those two table games are by far the most popular.
The penny slots are just not doing it. No. Okay.